Do you enjoy games like Don't Starve, partial to the good vibes and cute creatures of Animal Crossing, of maybe the visual style and mechanics of Cat Quest? Hell, let's throw in a little bleeding of Isaac as well, and then for good measure some Sarsfire. Oh, so much certify all of that is the best way to describe Call to the Lamb, to the newest game from Massive Monster and Zeus Psychos Hours, the developer Digital. It's a crazy amalgamation of all those games that I'm just gonna come out of and say is incredibly charming and won me over so easily, and beyond that, it's good all these weird little things added to it. That just make it such a G's game, so let's talk about that. You begin your journey as a sacrificial lamb to the four gods of the forest, but your death is only the beginning as you awake to find yourself standing before the one who waits thieves, good locked away by the other thieves, chained daily, will offer you life once more and power beyond your belief if you do them the favor. What favor is well, what is a good without for Cyprus? So you return to the forest once again on a mission, defeat the four gods of the old ways, recruit cultists, and build your new religion. And it is a point the game sort of splits into two. One part is fast-paced, regular-like dodging and slashing, and the other is a base building cult manager, and while separate features, they are linked in helping you achieve your overall goal. The cult management partition of the game allows you to upgrade your skills and your potential for a great run of the force. Roguelike portion, meanwhile, the roguelike bits help you gather source followers and information about the world at large you need the boss to be successful. Your cult begins its humble origins on a small plot of land, a compound if you will, literate with just enough lumber and stone to get you started, and you start with a simple shrine and some sleeping bags, and eventually you work your way up to a larger temple and room for more cultists and mining and foresting nudes and also much more, all of which serve to improve not only the cult and cultist, but also your character. And just for fun, if you want, you can unlock all sorts of ways to creatively decorate your compound as well in order to go gain new technology and abilities for your cult and yourself. You of course must recruit new cultists and then collect their fares. By managing your cultist hunger and boons and daily chores, you ensure that they continue to give it to you freely. You keep them happy long enough and continue preaching the good word, and they will level up. The higher the level, the more faith they give you. Each cultist has its own stats and desires, and sometimes they are totally insane, but hey, you are the one who wanted to make a cult. Yes, sometimes they will get upset, and it falls upon you to re-educate them back into the flock. Into introduction is something that continues into other aspects of the game. As well, inside your temple, you given access to the powers of your dark crown via the temple altar, allowing you to not only upgrade the crown and your cults, but also precious sermon, perform a ritual event check on your chosen doctrine, which some come from stone tablets and other fun things that you can collect by leveling up cult members or going out on your god slaying missions. But that's not all, you're also managing everyday life as well until your cultists are equipped well enough to handle it. They are basically forest animals, so at first they're going to be doing a lot of stuff, like going to the bathroom in just random spots around your camp. So unless you want them to stumble around a bunch of crap and get sick, you're gonna need to clean up after them. Same thing when they're hungry and it comes down to preparing the food you are going to have to do that. So before you call can take off, where do you get all this resource and food and all this other stuff to help your cultists take care of themselves? Well, that is where the forest exploration and roguelite adventure comes in. When you leave your camp, you come to a Jack Skellington amount of horror stories each taking you to the domain of one of the false gods you must defeat. In order to do so, you must make your way through several rooms of dungeon fighting, of enemies, collecting items, weapons, spells, and more, while also selecting the best path. Through the force along the way, you will have the opportunity to save all sorts of fellow forest creatures, meet strange new friends, or encounter enemy gods who will delight in meshing with your cult. The part that I love about this, while it's relatively simple in design, there is just a wealth of options here, and the NPCs what populate the force and can change with each run as well. Be it a strange fortune teller that gives you trade cards as a buff, or the weird bird thing that greedily drops tributes of lore, and then other